Oklahoma Constitution. Oklahoma Constitution just had some guy that had a picture of a baby with his brains hanging out, and I don't think that was appropriate. Of course,
I don't
he
think
was.
the county party is a private organization, that's my problem.
Yeah, private organization.
It is
So
not.
it might be something you might want to consider.
And
Well,
I think
I mean,
it runs off future members if you just moved to the community and you did a search and it was locked and not welcoming until you expose yourself to these people that you don't know.
Well, the reason that it's that way, I mean, just what Mike was saying, is you get some people in there that are like, you know, pro-Palestine, and
So
they're
that- so then
pictures
you
of dead babies.
We're gonna call this meeting order. Please rise for the flag salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You locked and loaded. Item number 3, consideration possible action on approving minutes of July 7th.
Oh, make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. Item 4, consideration possible action on approving detention and transportation claim for June 2014. I'll show you.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Aye.
Aye. Item 5, consideration possible action approving fiscal year 2014-2015 juvenile detention contract with Community Works.
Make the motion.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Second.
Aye. That's smaller than your last.
Hopefully it'll last longer.
What is item number 6?
Paperwork from ODOT, we do it annually. Says we keep everything insured.
Something like that. All right, item 6, consideration possible action on approving verification insurance coverage for ODOT leased equipment. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 7, consideration possible action on a resolution renewing lease agreements with ODOT. I'll move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You against it?
Now, this turn.
How's Marlene?
Good, how are you doing?
Hey, Marlene. You just missed all the flack about the Logan County GOP.
Item number 8, consideration
We haven't
possible.
missed it all, trust me.
Item number 8, consideration possible action on approving 2014-2015 maintenance agreement with Stillwater Typewriter Business World of the County Clerk's Office. I moved. It's all of it, bro.
Oh, I didn't see that stamp there.
Yeah.
You stamped over it.
See how excited it is?
I need a second.
I'll second. And on the way.
Sorry.
Item 9, consideration possible action on encumbering purchase order for CBRI account 6150-2290 for CR 69 paving project.
That's between what and what, Mom?
Well, we're just going through from 74 to 77 patches. I make a motion
Item number 10, consideration of possible action on appointing Jackie Gooch as a member of the Logan County Excise Equalization Board as a representative of Logan County District 3.
Well, the head of the paper, as our little resolution said we would, and ran it for 2 weeks. Put it on the webpage, I only got one application, Jackie Gooch. I think she's probably well qualified. I'll make the motion to approve.
Well, I'm not gonna second that motion. I think we need to table this and see what other things we have going on. I know some of the feelings that could be going on behind the scenes there, could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
And I see the conflict on there.
Could be. And I do think Tawana wants to put in her application.
I'm just telling you, I done it like we're supposed to. I
Right.
put it in the paper, I put it on the webpage, I got one application, so I put it on the agenda. We can either approve it or not approve it, I mean, that's what we're all about.
Can I make a correction?
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, this would not be a tabled item, it would be a no action. To table it would leave the item the
Well,
same.
yeah. Okay.
No action.
Well, it died from a lack of second. You gonna second it?
No.
Good enough.
Item 11, consideration of possible action on approving and following temporary road crossing permits. Could we go back on, I'm just talking to you out of school, and put it on the agenda for the 31st?
Please.
And leave blank? We just appoint them. You
You
signed
gonna-
these already?
You gonna run ahead in the paper again?
You think we should?
Well, that's what our policy said we would do, I mean, that's what I did to start with.
Let's do that. I know something, but I don't do it.
You guys wanna run it for the next 2 weeks, too?
That's fine.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll move on item number 11.
Second.
You can turn it in anytime you want to, Cynthia.
Okay. I have you.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye. 12, consideration of possible action on approving the following permanent road crossing permits for Regency Field Service. They're in here.
I'll move.
Second, all in favor?
All right.
Aye. 13, consideration of possible action on approving resolution appointing receiving officers for various accounts.
That's fine. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
You want
Already did that.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Aye.
Aye. Item 14, consideration of possible action on the resolution appointing requisitioning officers for various accounts. That's kind of pretty, isn't it?
It's different.
Did you move?
Hey,
I will.
motion.
Second, vote aye. Aye. Item 15, consideration of possible action on the consent agenda.
You will sign these returns first.
And yours from? Yep. Another pretty thing.
You got it going on, though.
I'm telling
On that one, Mike, you need to sign it at the top too.
you. Yeah.
Yep.
Blanket.
And they haven't signed yet. That town need to sign.
If it quit rain, we'll pave that road.
Yeah. Saw her, someone said we could have up to half a foot of water.
Yeah.
This week?
Wednesday, Thursday. That ought to be
This morning
challenging.
felt like fall. It's wonderful out
son, they're getting all those selling liquor and everything.
3 miles when you get paid. It's dry.
What, do they use a little different system over there?
So,
They don't use telephone. Actually, Eric Harlow made those up to Warwick, and he shared them with the departments that don't use telephone.
Is there?
that's good. Not getting any of the white ones.
How many dogs do we have now in the county?
Oh, not enough, we're still dog poor.
Sitting on this side, it's like, what in the world are they talking about?
I think he's talking about drug dogs.
One of them was a sheriff's office veterinarian. Last I knew, the hospital out here changed hands, so we don't need to take him to a vet to get him actual good work. We can take him to the real hospital now.
Their officers of the law.
Look at there. Look at there. Overachievers. Doesn't hurt though.
Sorry. Rick, you see the sweat rolling off around here?
Wear you out, so.
I know.
Don't have your signatures down, Pat.
Officers
Oh,
reports,
cautious no
Logan
practice.
Election Board.
Big N, big S,
Just initial on it.
more or less. This is a light meeting.
It is. Go fairly
When we
quick.
used to only have, we used to only do this stuff like this once a month.
Yeah.
This
And
has
it was like
created more
all
work
day
for her
long.
office, but
So you do it semi-weekly, or how do you do it now?
We have 3 meetings a month. The first Monday of the month, the 15th or thereabouts of the month, and then the last working day of the month.
Where's Jill?
I used to work at 8:30 and stuff like that.
So do you do all the meetings?
My
This year's-
secretary, 4 boards? 5. A bunch.
Do you do the election board too?
No.
isn't that a state board? Now, what we do, we pay the salary, then get reimbursed for the election board.
Only up to a certain amount. We don't get reimbursed her whole salary. And only the secretary, not the.
Right.
That's consent.
Make the motion, we approve the consent
Second.
agenda items.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 16, consideration possible action on approving claims for July 2014. From citizens desiring to be heard. We need someone to look at getting a sign for the election board over there. I keep forgetting. I'm getting a cold work on that. This is all the money in the reserves. Where people can see it.
Right, but what size the sign are you?
I don't know. I'm gonna say just as wide as that, but it wouldn't have to be as tall. Would it?
I need to ask to be on this board, would that stop me from being on the election board?
Mm-hmm.
It will?
excise board?
On the equalization.
Yep.
So maybe you don't.
I wanna withdraw my application.
Like I said, I never really researched this stuff.
It is an important board. It only meets like, I think, once a year, but.
The election board?
Equalization board.
Well, the excise equalization are the same people
Okay.
serving two purposes.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So if you sit on one, you sit on the other.
Oh, I see. So that has to do with the budget.
Well, one, we don't have a budget board.
Well, it's the budget.
The excise is money. Equalization serves for property valuation.
Right.
But it's the same people serving both positions.
So if that is in fact, and it may be, I'm not questioning,
I've never been to
then you
equalization.
do not wish to have your application in there.
Right, yeah, I definitely wanna do that election board.
It's not coming up for
A
a
year,
while.
yeah, and so I could do this for a year, but when that comes up, then I would want to be replaced.
You can do that.
Okay. Is that okay with you guys?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was at this point. It's not on this agenda.
Okay.
You-
Is
Make a
that
motion on the claims.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any citizens desiring to be heard?
Well, speaking of or the excise board, our member from District 1, does he still live in Logan County?
I think he still has an address. I believe he's been in transition to a divorce. But that's not our appointment. That's, the judges.
Judge who points that one.
The district judge of the Corley.
Mm-hmm. Then the second one, that's appointed by who?
I think it's
Senator through the OTC.
And so the only one appointed is, the county
District
District
3.
is from District 3.
Mhm.
And it's required to be in District 3 because the other two are in 1 and 2.
And those terms per district run concurrent with the commissioner's terms.
No, all three run concurrent to this cycle, not D2 cycle.
Is that, I thought each one
Not
of them.
individual, no. They're all on the 1-3 cycle, not the D2 cycle.
But they do have to come from the three different districts.
Right.
Right.
Any other
So
citizens
Senator
desiring to be
has to
heard?
do it in District 1 and
No, the senator through OTC appoints in District 2.
2.
All right, that ain't written. Make a motion, we adjourn.
Sorry.
Aye. That didn't hurt.
Didn't even stay.
Secret?
Good morning, Marlene.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Give you credit.
They can end here.
Come out with the man, though.
Well, I wait on the side jump. You had signed for it.
Cause it's coming down. That's very important.
That's good.
You just keep discovering the word as you say.
So when does something come up on the election board?
I don't have anything to do with that.
Well,
Me too.
Sign that in your office, Troy.
Oh, Troy doesn't like
Do I
Facebook
need to
page
sign that in your
closed.
office or?
I think we should make her the administrator and open it up.
I'm not trying to be snotty, I gave a personal opinion.
One of the main reasons is we just had a guy who was like
But that,
all
we all
for
live with that.
cockfighting, and I mean, every post on the Logan County page was about cockfighting.
Yes.
And not many other people in Logan
And the
County
thing is,
are interested in
I just gave a
cockfighting.
personal opinion.
I'm
That's all.
just sharing with you what, the way it is.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna change my opinion, I still think it's hypocritical.
That's fine.
You like,
I don't see the county party as a private, closed group. I think the county party is just that, the county party, and it should be open. If you wanna take that belief, then when
What
you
about
have public
people that
forums,
aren't
let me
in the
finish.
county?
When you have public forums, you're gonna stand at the door and check their IDs and their opinions and who they are and what they are before you let them in. It's the same difference. I think the group that screams for transparency ought to be the first group to give it. My own personal opinion. And it's why I choose not to participate on the county Facebook.
And you
It's
get a
not
lot of
me.
people that don't even live in Logan County talking about issues that don't relate to
That are
Logan County.
Democrats and that are
and
just, I mean, it's.
So then nobody from Logan County wants to look
sorry,
at
But
it.
that's the world that goes around, you know what I'm saying? I
No one
just
from
think
Logan
it's
County is
hypocritical.
interested in looking
I
at
just
it.
think it's hypocrisy. That's my personal feeling. I think it is. And to be honest with you, I've heard that from other people that are GOP members that feel the same way. We shouldn't have to expose
who are
our
they? I'll talk to
private
them.
and personal information in life to somebody hiding behind a curtain so we can see what the county
What information do
department
you
is.
have to give up?
If I have to open up my Facebook, which I keep locked down by choice because I use it just for family,
You don't have to do that to be in the group.
somebody is able to access and see what I post or what I do or who
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
Well,
with.
you
not
can
a
check,
network.
you can put your
I
privacy
still-
settings.
Even if that's not true,
Yeah.
it's still wrong, in my personal opinion. I think it's still hypocritical. I'm sorry. I think if you're gonna take it to that level, then stand at the door and check everyone's ID, find out their political
If they're
affiliation, find
in
out all of
Logan
their
County, they're more
information.
than welcome, but they're not in Logan County.
It's my personal opinion.
Yeah, combat boots.
She's fixing
You know what?
We just have people that like to start crap in all sorts of groups, and we don't wanna start getting
But I
arguments.
think that's true in
I have
life.
some
Logan
too.
County has all these pictures of dead babies and stuff
On
like that.
Friday at Habaneros, do you stand at the door and see anyone that walks in and ask who they are and what they're doing, what
If they
anything?
come to our lunch, we ask them, everybody introduce themselves, and then we try to have an idea.
I like.
And they have to tell you their political affiliation and everything before.
I wear those out there and the only.
You just
stickers
said
that stick on is
Democrats
if they
would
get
come in.
things.
That's what just came out of your
Oh,
mouth. If
and I
it was
know a lot of
open,
topics,
Democrats would come
so
in.
I'm hoping that
That's what
if
you just
one
said.
strike it,
It's the Logan County GOP group.
So
I mean, it's not, there's so many groups out there that just are
Whether
rebel
it
rousing
be
groups that are just.
Like I said,
there's
this is
certain
my
people-
personal opinion. I have bit my tongue. I hadn't said a word until Juana mentioned it at the last forum and I gave a personal opinion. That's all it is. Y'all do whatever it is you want. I choose not to participate. That is why I was asked. I
Those
told
were
her.
heavy suckers, but they were good.
yeah.
Bye.
And you know what? I appreciate you.
See you.
She gets on a roll. There you
Well, you know how
are.
it is. It's like. if-
I showed
if
up and
there's-
started trouble.
Look what, I'm used to it.
I know, it's like, huh, just keep your mouth shut.
Oh, it's not just you. It's-
So you guys been looking into the election board? When are they
Well, you
coming
know, it
up?
is, it's
Yeah,
hard to
next
keep
year.
everybody
Yeah.
happy.
Next year?
Yeah, I've been trying to meet you for about a year.
How are you?
I'm doing good, how are you,
Good,
Monty?
good.
Our main lunch. Figure I'll come and meet you if you don't come to one of our lunches
That's
and all
why
that
that
stuff.
one's actually
Well,
like.
hey, the reason I put
How are you
Jackie
doing,
on
Mark?
the agenda.
Good, it's good to
That's
see
the
you.
only application I got.
I understand.
That
I
is
mean,
gonna
just-
get all
Well, you're required to put her on the
the
agenda at that point.
publicity
You
because
know, when you only
the
receive one,
excise
what do you
board, the
do?
way we've done
You do what you gotta do.
You do what
I
you
think
do.
it worked its way through the process just fine.
That's how our process works.
Put the budget together. And I think really,
It'll be fine.
the
Marvin, how are
way
you?
things are set up, it's really the
Great.
commissioners that should be setting
You
up.
get excited?
The
Ready?
budget.
Well,
And then put it through the excise.
ready anyway.
The excise.
Maybe not so excited.
I've been in a few jobs that
This is
involve
a good budget,
real
or
politics.
it's not a good budget. And if it's not a good
Where do we
budget,
work?
then
It'll
roll
be,
back. Commissioners
When they start
don't
calling
need a
it
good
other
budget
places, they call it-
because you
Oh,
have.
yeah, you you always hear the outside people.
The offices.
So that's all these
the
things,
law.
like, well, all these
Tell
people
them
are
so
telling
we
me
gotta
these
use
things,
the
I don't
elected
like names,
officials.
and,
And they haven't come, and they have them
We'll
call,
work with
that it
and I've
doesn't.
never seen a
That is
gun
gonna
person,
be
and
That's one of the challenges.
I don't know who it is, you know what I mean? I would deal with it if I.
But
That was
we
a
do
little bit more
not have a say so one way or the other.
We do have some people in here concerned though, they like.
That's
Is that
not-
right?
That is the.
Yeah, I wanna do that too.
I told him my boss, I would try to get it
But
set
the whole
up.
transparency, it's just gonna
Enhance.
we have 5 meetings a month, and
Sure,
we're
I mean,
supposed to work
work
this
this
off,
off.
you know, you're not.
I was just trying to
You
figure
do
this
that.
out.
to.
Right now, what I
Respectful, you know, to
Sure, that's the six, that's four.
But,
So, but when somebody gets over that.
I told him I would try to get it set up.
Yeah,
Today would be a good day as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
And
great.
that's the one that we're invited to.
I pretty much
We want.
But if we start bringing in
schedule
people
my own
that are
days.
programming,
Right, yeah.
So, it's very important as well.
Well,
Oh, he never posted.
we'll
He
get
never
excited.
doesn't respond
At least
to
during.
that.
And if
Good
people,
times.
if they were Democrat or whatever, and respected the group, I wouldn't care, if they were in there anyway.
So, I was
There's
So we're
people
gonna
that
get-
get in there that were planning to
Let me
make
grab
that.
the application.
That's
Put
what
this
we're
out
gonna
at
take
like
over.
11 o'clock.
Sorry.
That whole work thing keeps.
And I agree with
getting
you,
away.
election
Other
board
counties
is
do it.
very important.
That whole work thing.
But
Hey, John.
I'm wondering how much potency it
Potency.
is. And what are you looking at for getting those?
I was gonna say hi. Hi.
I think our state.
I'll go out here and ask them.
Sure, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I think
You got
national
time?
elections.
Yeah, I'll make time.
They're so corrupt, it's just horrible. But, I do.
Well, I guess I missed the fun part.
State election.
Oh, I'm not sure if it was the fun part.
Well, this isn't the state election board, this is the county election board.
Okay, but you said it was like the state, through the state, not the county?
What's that?
The election board, like I'll be doing the
This election
county.
board right here
Right.
is county,
Right.
period.
And then, but, they
It's
were
for the
saying that
county, but
board
the
is-
state appoints the members.
Yeah.
They're state appointed members.
And Rick can appoint
County.
a person. Rick gets an appointment.
Right, and Rick has appointed
Yeah,
me.
through the GOP, right? Through the Logan
Yeah.
County GOP.
Yeah, Rick
it's
makes an
also
appointment,
important.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Rick
Talking
makes.
about the election board?
Yeah.
yes, yeah, because we threw a guy off of there back there when I was in the Logan County GOP as a, what was I? I was something.
Right.
What was he
But
doing?
the election board reports to the state
Again?
election board, not to the county.
I'm not sure he didn't leave his little notebook.
As far as their
He
responsibility.
had it in his hand. Oh, that's Twanna's.
Oh, okay.
Is that yours or Rick's?
That's
Okay.
mine. Monty, what did you think about, me being one?
I can't hear you.
What did you think about me being on the, excise board?
Well, no, I don't really have a problem with it.
Okay.
I don't know that I like the point of putting someone on there and then taking them right back off.
I don't read that.
A year or something, yeah. I'd really
I
like to
don't
have
like
somebody
that.
on there.
This
You know-
2011 statute,
And really, I don't like discussing it in front of
Oh, okay.
other
Yeah,
commissioners.
and
so,
we shouldn't be.
I mean, it's just.
I'm just reading.
But you can read a statute.
Let me go over to Katie's.
Uh-huh.
But my honest opinion, I don't like putting someone on there when I know they're gonna come off and.
Yeah, it is problematic.
It's a serious job
Right.
and I think Logan County is kinda really not put very, I ain't gonna be there.
But I'm sorry,
Monty, I'm gonna talk
I'm not
private.
gonna go there.
Yeah, go.
Let's go talk private.
here's the one line that someone would have to check out right there. It shall be unlawful for any member of the county excise board to serve as an employee, an official, or attorney for any county or city or town of the county, for any such member to represent any taxpayers before such board. Doesn't say you can't sit on it, it says you can't represent and sit on it. Now, this is 2011, so.
But like anyone that's sitting on the school board or something like that, I think would really have a conflict of interest of being on the.
Well, that one says you can't
I just-
do
When they're
that.
deciding money.
Yeah, it says you can't
Okay,
do that.
Bruce, just called and he's
They don't say
confirming
anything
for
about the
11:30
election.
tomorrow. Let's see what they're.
I'm gonna go with Monty, whatever.
Just hang on over. Hey, Mark,
I wanna
I'll see you
introduce
later.
Marvin to David
Mike?
Hall.
Okay.
And,
Marvin, Monty, it was a good meeting you.
You too, take care. And I gotta go.
Okay, come on.
wanna go in there and look at it?
Oh, I'm the board chairman of the